Juliet would like to take watch with Kai tonight.
Waiting outside to watch over the carts, or are you staying inside the Bowshot Inn?
Outside to watch carts and keep a general eye on things.
Both of you go ahead and roll perception checks. The skies have cleared up. The night is yours.
Hey, Kai. I need you to lay off Boros a little. He could accidentally kill you. So I don't want him to be upset with you. I need him to be upset with me. You know how I'm being mean to him and bullying him? When Boros inevitably succumbs to whatever terrible thing is inside of him that Eris told us about and attacks us, I need him to attack me. Because I can take a couple hits from him. Jin can come help put him down. But if he goes for you instead, you will die.
I might not look like it, but I'm strong. I really do appreciate it. But I think we're good.
Let's just stay that way.
But what if you die, though? That's gonna be sad, too.
Don't worry. I'm also the only one who can, so it wouldn't matter if I was sure or not, because none of the rest of you really stand a chance, no offense. Like, you're very strong and independent, and I admire that in you as a person. But just in case.
I'm gonna friendly pat your shoulders and be like, I'll be right back. I really need to take a piss. Maybe a dump too. So I'll be right back, okay? And I'm gonna walk behind the inn.
The realization we've been holding it for a full week.
Yeah.
Would you like to head down to Whispers?
Yes.
Hang on.
Okay.
Oh no.
Alright.
Never mind. I believe her. That sounds right.
This session is brought to you by the book Everybody Poops. Interestingly, Juliet's going for the intentional hate plan.
So now you can know the plan. The plan is for Juliet to make Boros hate her. So that way he fights her instead of anybody else when he loses his fucking shit. Is it a good plan? No. Is it the plan? Yes. So now I think Orsic and Boros are the only ones who don't know. Juliet doesn't actually think he killed his dad.
It's a long poop.
I'm curious what Juliet was looking for in Boros' letter.
I'm okay with sharing more secrets. I'm not going to share all of them. That would ruin the fun.
Juliet, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Ooh.
I don't need disadvantage for this. Hang on. Can I ask what against?
Oh, yes it is.
Cool. Then I will be rolling straight. Thank you.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Oh, she knows.
I didn't.
Mm-hmm. That is lucky.
I just want to know. Yeah, it is good. I just wanted to know what I would have gotten at disadvantage.
Okay. So with a 20, 3 to 4 minutes after Kai walks behind the Bowshot Inn, the town is quiet. Not even wind making leaves rustle. You suddenly feel an annoyance of this pin poke that reaches into your mind and attempts to encapsulate you. You know this feeling and immediately block it out. Something tried to magically reach out and charm you.
Interesting. Do I see Kai?
Make a perception check. You look around. The world around you is silent. You don't see or hear anything.
Got my shield and things nearby. I'm gonna call out to Kai, who I don't care if can hear me or not. Hey, Kai, I'm just gonna take a lap, so you're not surprised when I'm not here if you get back. I hope you're feeling okay. And then I'm gonna do a lap around the inn. Keep a general eye out.
Come around the backside. Stop and glance at the ground. Something's amiss. Kneel down to take a closer look at it. Appears to be a rudely drawn spider in the dirt. Drawn with haste.
Having hung out with Kai for more than 5 seconds, do I recognize her art style?
A few more seconds of thought into it. The width of the lines being drawn looks like it may have been done with her boot.
Do I see any footprints, any drag marks, any scuffles?
Survival check. You find many a footprint, but it's hard to differentiate, near impossible even for you right now.
Orsic is near us, right?
Yeah, Orsk is asleep in the tent.
Great. I'm gonna go kick his tent and wake him up.
Juliet. Was it? Are we under attack?
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
I can't find Kai.
I mean, that's not that unusual.
Okay. But so you remember, like, a week ago, we were in the woods and an old man was like, "Hey, I have to go. Can you watch my kid?" And then he never came back. Literally the same thing just happened. Kai was like, "Hey, I have to go, and now I can't find her. I need your help."
All right, let me go ahead and get my stuff.
You two begin searching the area for Kai. While that is happening, Kai, I think now that the cat's out of the bag, we can do this. You are led by the 4 Nyogi back to the entrance of the cave that you had sealed a week ago. They have removed some of the rubble at the entrance to make a small hole just big enough for a humanoid of your size to squeeze through. And the 2 behind you begin to crowd you in that direction. Do you head in?
Yes.
You are led through a darkened cavern that you did not take before. It seems as though there are secret passageways that they have dug out in the walls, many hundreds of feet in elevation down these curving paths, before a large chamber begins to open up. Blue soul fire torches. You see in front of you an elevated platform, probably 7-8 feet in the air, around which are 5 larger Nyogi. They are robed in some position of hierarchy or respect of some sort. And a boulder that's been lightly crafted into a chair is brought for you to sit on in front of these 5 individuals. The Nyogi that led you in here scatter off to the entrances, just stand at attention.
I go sit down in the chair. Wow, this is a really cool rock chair. I've never sat on a rock chair like this.
Hear these clicking sounds of their language, but you hear the voice in whatever language you understand best. This time not in your head, but omnipresent around you in the chamber. And you can tell your attention is drawn to the one in the center. You've been up to many things. The original deal has now changed.
That allowed?
You and your group have caused many issues for our bosses. So much so, in fact, that your names and descriptions have gone to everyone under their command. Lucky for you, there's no specific orders on whether or not we should capture you or kill you. So I guess the choice is ours.
So, why not you join us?
Which us are you referring to, Miss Silverheart?
I kind of don't appreciate that. How do you know my name?
Appreciate what? We do our research.
Then I changed my question. A name for a name. What's your name?
Ferndale would be my equivalent humanoid name.
What a lovely name.
My question still stands. Where do your loyalties lie, Miss Silverheart, when you use this term, us? To your group currently peacefully sleeping in the town's inn? To your new patron, whom you've aligned yourself with? Or to your past and your adoptive family?
You know, why does it always have to be like a choose A, choose B, always chocolate, always vanilla? There's always like a chocolate vanilla option. For this war, my patron? Or you could just be friends with me.
Does, as you say, muddy the waters with what you've gone and done to our so-called compatriots,
Well, they didn't like you guys that much. would really call that, friends.
Where did you get this information?
By asking one of them.
You had time to speak with the drow?
Yes, have you not?
Well, we are aligned to a common goal. You, however, are on the opposite side of this war. So much so you've aligned yourselves with one of our direct enemies.
What is your
So-
goal, though? It sounds like everyone part of this has different goals.
That is true. The overall goal is to control all of the material plane. Our goal, however, is slightly astray from the others. We simply wish to better ourselves and must experiment with how to do that. But back to the topic at hand. What are your intentions here?
Just to walk by. We're just heading to another town. That's it.
Make a persuasion check. We require time as a council to discuss your actions. Given recent events and your spontaneous appearance here soon after, we cannot discount the possibility of an attack. Please wait in our antechamber. The council will have a decision shortly. As they motion to a large stone wall that has opened as a double door to a more humanoid accommodating room. Actually has some wood-crafted furniture, a small cot seemingly made for if humanoids were ever to appear before this council. And after you're let in, the doors reclose and you're left with 2 Neogi guards in there. Meanwhile, Juliet and Orsk.
So anyway, here's where I found this shitty drawing of great drawing of a spider that Kai did. I think it's a message. But like there's too many tracks here for me to figure out like if she was kidnapped or went willingly with the spiders. But I'm pretty sure it's the spider cave. I think we have to go there.
Well, if we're going to go there, then we definitely have to get back up. Because I almost died there.
Fine, we can go get the boys. We're gonna trudge upstairs and kick the boys' room's door down.
The Bow Shut In is one massive dormitory in the 2nd floor. As you stomp up the ladder and just like open the trap door that's up top, everyone sits up and looks around like, what's going on?
Everything's great. I just need to borrow these guys for a second. Totally fine.
Put on my shin guards and wrist guards and head downstairs.
I just strap my sword to my back and head downstairs.
I'm pretty sure Kai's been kidnapped and we have to go to the caves.
Can we get one night uninterrupted, please?
Absolutely.
Apparently not.
She drew this shitty, great picture of a spider with her foot. I could tell it was a spider. I understood the message, so...
Let's play it peacefully until proven otherwise.
Let's go.
I will go to the wolves, pet them, and say, keep watch. We'll be back soon.
Stir them out of their sleep a little bit, and they give you a big direwolf slurp up across, like, your entire head. You head over the short walk across town to the cave entrance, which a week ago you intentionally collapsed upon the request of Kai, seemingly in communication to the creatures within. The entrance does appear to still be collapsed in upon itself. Working together, you have successfully dug out a usable entrance back into this cave.
Okay, that should be enough room. Let's get inside.
Does everyone follow?
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
Stealth up.
As everyone enters the cave, I need you to go ahead and roll the stealth checks if you wish. Wisdom saving throw at disadvantage. And this is a charm, so take that into account for your disadvantage.
Is this a spell?
It is not a spell, but it is a magical effect, and it is a charm.
Alright.
I assume for those of you without dark vision, someone has lit a torch.
I gotcha.
As you continue walking in, Jen, Boros, and Orsic, you feel For a split second, this pin needle pain at the back of your skull, before you feel calmer. You hear a voice in your head that comes in whatever language you understand best. Step through the wall into our chambers immediately. The three of you are compelled to follow this instruction as you are guided to a seemingly solid wall on your left. Juliet, you feel for the second time in such a short span the same prick in the back of your mind, and you push it out once again and don't let it take hold.
Come on, I think this might be the right way.
Put your hand up to the wall, you notice it is but an illusion. On the other side is open air.
Does the main trail continue on straight?
The cave is starting to curve to the right. They just walk to the left and put their hands straight through a wall. The illusion shimmers.
I need a coin.
Roll a d20.
Oh, that's right. Evens, I go with them. Odds, I continue down the hall and look down there by myself. Sweet, I guess I'm following them.
Remember, we're here to be diplomatic, not for violence. We want to make it clear to them that we're just here passing through, nothing else.
Kai, you begin to hear the other exit out of this antechamber, footsteps approaching in the cave. And as you sit up to see what's coming, you see your four friends round the corner. And the four of you see a small room constructed to humanoid standards. Kai sitting on a small, semi-well-made cot. And two Neogi guards standing at a door at the opposite end of the room.
Hi, guys.
Come on, Kai. We're getting out of here.
Maybe not right now. A thing is happening. So I should stay.
What are you talking about?
I had a meeting with a council, and we kind of just talked. Now they're talking, and we're figuring things out.
What exactly does this meeting foretell?
If we have a friend or a foe.
Wait, Kai, are you one of them? Like, part of the group?
No. You guys remember when we came here and I said, like, oh, I kind of made a deal? Well, shit happened. And now the deal's different and we're talking about it.
So it's Kai and two people in here, right?
Correct. Two very
Okay.
weird spider-like, giraffe-like necks with weird monstrous face.
No matter what they say, we can't trust them. We had a deal with them and they were like, well, we've just decided to change the terms. That's not how deals work.
Two large stone doors begin to open as the two Neogi that were in the room stand aside, and you hear that same omnipresent voice. The council will see you now. As you guys enter back into this large circular council chamber, there are now 5 stone chairs, along with a long wooden table. Large elevated stand that they sit upon are many more Neogi, probably 20 to 30, that all seem to be dressed in these similar robes around their torsos, discussing in their clicking language in the background. The blue soul flame torches have now been increased to a more regular orangish red color, giving the room a lot more brightness. Charm that was holding on your mind releases. You hear an omnipresent voice from council leader. Please be seated. We have much to discuss. And with that, we're going to take a break. We do appear to have broken our end first, in all technicality. So as a gesture of good faith, we do start off by apologizing, Miss Silverheart, for bringing you in seemingly against your will. But there is much we needed to discuss.
Oh, Silverheart, okay.
Your friend alluded to something earlier, before you all arrived. These drow that you have run into. Something about their opinions toward us? Is there more you wish to add to that matter?
Seems they don't agree with your practices. We mean you no harm, and it seems like you mean us no harm either. I think we can both benefit from each other's causes and go about our days. But I do heed warning. If it wasn't for whatever deal you made, the drow would be very much against you. Watch your back.
You hear the clicks continue and escalating as multiple of the 5 council members are talking at the same time. Before, if clicks could have a tone, you can definitely tell this is a more elevated and almost a yell coming from one of the guards in the room. And all 5 council members stop talking all at once and turn their attention to this guardsman who has spoken up, takes a few steps forward in front of you guys at the table, and begins like gesturing before finally the lead council throws its arms down and just stands up. And you hear both in clicks and as the omnipresent voice in the room, "Remove him immediately," as 5 more guards come out from the side and begin dragging this other Neogi away.
Wait, I want to hear what he has to say.
He believes that we cannot turn against the drow, as we are aligned with them in war. There is much to discuss, but it is an internal matter for us and not a point of order for this current council. As for us and you, we don't have to be enemies, though unfortunately, one obstacle remains. Miss Silverheart, we are at direct opposition between the one you now serve. We have to find a solution to that problem before we are to not be enemies.
I can talk to her for a meeting. I'm sure she will listen and things can be resolved.
You hear coming from one of the other council members now speaking as an omnipresent voice. We cannot meet with her. That would go against everything we are. Hear one of the other council members speak up. Isn't it worth a shot if we are to be at war with the drow? The lead council put up her hands once more. We would be willing to meet with her directly on neutral ground. Set things up before you leave. Then you can leave on neutral terms with us. She glances around at all of you. Hopefully we can put that behind us in an attempt for better relations in the future. She waves her hand, dissipates an illusion, and you see a wall behind you that was solid is the immediate exit to the cave.
I'm going to reach out my hand for a handshake.
The lead councilwoman taken aback ever so slightly before you see her get up from however she was sitting. This large 6 or 7 foot across abdomen just emerge from behind as she climbs her way down the pedestal and walks up to you. And she, standing up, like her head is probably like 12 feet in the air. She is massive. Reaches out her 3-clawed hand and attempting to shake it as a humanoid would as best she can. And you all are ushered out of the cave. An illusion reappears behind you as you exit.
Silverheart, huh? Curiosity, but is the heart part of it spelled H-A-R-T?
Oh, no. We spell it with a E-A-R-T. There's different ways to spell it.
H-A-R-T for me.
So with the name Silverheart dropped, can I roll history to see if there's any important significance to that surname?
You can try.
Oh, same.
I'll give it a shot
Go
too.
ahead. It does not ring a bell.
I guess I'll see the rest of you in the morning.
Good night, guys.